and 5th graders, going on for day 5 of our Super Kids, The Mysterious Presents. Chapter 5, Strawberry Presumptions. This is ridiculous, Missy spat with a spark of anger. Where are they vanishing to? Is this some kind of cruel NME joke? Alex was dumbfounded. He was alone with Hypergirl and a robot sporting Jell-O recipes. No one else was left to save the day. Why did he have to find this hidden room in the first place? Why didn't he try to make everyone take this as serious as he did? They didn't believe in a mysterious presence, but Alex did. Missy took off her jacket, then her shoes. Alex sent a sideways glance her way. Then she removed her belt. It's official, Alex thought. She has gone nuts. Now's the time to go swimming, Alex said as she began to pull at her socks. She stomped and looked at him like a hungry cat looks at a mouse. Give me your jacket, Missy ordered. You're in charge, he thought. He pulled off his royal blue academy wear. Alex winced when she pulled her socks all the way off. Missy? She looked at him again, determined. He was half expecting laser bolts to shoot out of her eyes. Alex waved his hand in front of his nose. Maybe you'd better keep your socks on. He couldn't figure out what in the world she was doing. I need your goggles too, she said, holding out her hand toward him. Shrugging, he pulled them from around his neck. She grabbed them enthusiastically, and with a snap, she yanked off the thick rubber band that had snugly held them on Alex's head. She did the same with her own pair. Are you sure you should? Okay, now give me your shoes, socks, and anything else you have that isn't absolutely necessary. Alex untied his shoes and pulled them off. A cooling sensation hit his feet. He lifted his shoes into the air. Actually, these are kind of necessary where I come from. Missy ignored him. Alex shook his head and then pulled off his socks and his belt, too. Missy, maybe you should tell me what... Help me with this, she interrupted. Alex wasn't about to argue. Following her lead, he began to tie each piece of clothing together. One by one, the articles began to form a long, crude connection. A belt connected to a shoelace, connected to a thick rubber band, connected to a couple socks, connected to another shoelace, a couple more socks, and another thick rubber band. Missy tied the end of the last rubber band to Alex's jacket sleeve. Then she zipped the left half of Alex's jacket up with the right half of her own, forming a funny-looking, extra big jacket. Finally, she took the other belt and set one of the belt holes in between a snap and its connection on her coat sleeve. Unhooking her comm watch, Missy shoved it through the belt's buckle and then refastened it. She motioned to the other side of the line of clothes. You hold on to that shoelace, she said. I'm going in. Alex thought he misunderstood her. Huh? I'm going in, she restated, and you're staying here as my safeguard. You hold one end and I'll hold on to the other. As long as you don't let go, you'll know just where to find me if something happens. Oh, I don't like this plan. Alex imagined himself having to enter the dark hole to find Missy. Alex, counting on you, she said sternly. If you feel me stop moving, you need to follow this rope in and get me. I don't want to end up stuck in there like all our friends. Alex nodded. Not because he wanted to, but because he knew he had to. Missy wasted no time. She double-checked all the clothes connections, punched on her flashlight, and bent down to enter the darkness. Wait, cried Techno just before Missy disappeared. I've got it. Missy stopped and whirled around. You've got what? I told you earlier that I sensed something else in there, remember? Techno was warbling zestful electric beeps. I remember, Alex said, moving toward the robot. Well, I finally figured out what it is. What is it? Alex asked anxiously. What's in there? Well, Techno computed, I sense 5 items containing cells. 4 are human. Commander Kelly, Paul, Rapper, and Val, Missy reasoned. That's correct, Techno agreed. So what else do you detect? Missy inquired. A huge... Alex hung on every word. Healthy... Missy was leaning in. Herbaceous perennial of the genus Fragaria. Missy covered her mouth as her face turned pale. That sounds awful, she cried through cupped hands. Alex took 2 steps back and felt like lying down. Just tell me this, Techno, Missy said, breathing heavily. Don't hold anything back. Tell me, could it eat humans? Not unless it's an especially harmful form of strawberry, Techno replied. Missy blinked noticeably. What did you say? She asked. Not unless it's after that. I didn't say anything after that. You did. No, you said it was a form of something. A harmful form of strawberry, Techno said. But I doubt that's it. I've never seen anyone to be harmed by a strawberry. Well, not intentionally, anyway. Missy slugged Techno so hard on his glass dome he nearly fell over. Are you telling me the only other thing you sense in there is a strawberry? Well, you ask. Oh my goodness. Techno, I can't believe you just sat there and told me it's some horrendous prowling, whatever you said, genius fang monster. That's Herbaceous perennial of the genus Fragaria. It's the scientific term for strawberry. Missy cooled down and let out a long breath. Alex thought she looked like she was counting to 10 to help put things in perspective. He made a mental note to talk to Techno about his scientific explanations, but right now, Alex was just glad it wasn't something really bad. I'm not wasting any more time, Missy said finally. I'm going in. Missy, are you sure? Alex warned. You heard him, she retorted, placing her hands on her hips. There's nothing in there but 4 humans and a big strawberry. Obviously, they've just been knocked out or become caught in some kind of wild NME maze. It's no big deal. Alex dropped his head. Look, she sounded more sympathetic. I'm still going to be hooked to the clothesline so you can find me. I won't use the comm watch since it only works so far. I'll just talk as loud as I can the whole time so you can know I'm all right even if you can't see my flashlight, okay? Alex nodded and gathered his courage. Then he smiled. Okay, I guess the possibility of a strawberry eating you is pretty small anyway. Missy entered the hole with the clothes trail firmly attached to her comm watch. Since the line was so heavy, rather than to wear the watch, she held onto it. If she had tried wearing it, more than likely it would have popped right off with the weight anyway. As promised, she entered the hole talking loudly and didn't stop. It was comforting for Alex to hear her voice, even though he was in the hall alone with Techno. Okay, I'm walking, she was saying. Alex had to giggle a little at the irony. After all, if anyone could talk nonstop, Missy could, and now she had to. And it's really dark in here, and this clothes rope sounded like a good idea, but it's really heavy, and I don't see any stream, and I don't see any writing yet, and there's nothing really beautiful about this place, at least not on the floor, and there's a lot of junk sitting around. Alex looked up at Techno. He whirled his domed head in a complete circle. And I don't see any monster strawberries, and I'm glad about that, and I'm going to need a new coat after mine has been dragged all over this dirty floor, and my feet are getting cold, and oh, I need to paint my toenails. Alex wrapped the shoelace he was holding onto around the back of his hand. The clothesline was quickly getting taut. And have you heard the joke about the guy who owned a broken mirror? No? Well, that's all right. It's not worth reflecting on. And whoa, the line's tight. I'll go another way. Alex felt her switch directions as he held the shoelace. And you know, I never got my mail today. I think I'll do that if I'm not eaten by herbaceous herbaceous perennial of the genus Fragaria, Techno offered. Alex smiled. And where is everyone? Commander Kelly, Paul, Valerie, Robert, she sang. You're supposed to be staying out of trouble, remember? Alex shouted into the hole. Missy paused for a moment. Oops, it just slipped out, she explained without convincing Alex. Let's see what to talk about. Knock, knock. Hey, knock, knock. Alex suddenly realized she was addressing him. Who's there? He shouted back. Banana, Missy sang. Banana who? Alex yelled back. Knock, knock. Alex paused for a minute. You already said that. I said knock, knock. Alex gave in. Who's there? Banana. Banana who? Knock, knock. Who's there? Banana. Banana who? Alex yelled even louder. Knock, knock. Who's there? Orange? Alex rolled his eyes. He replied, Orange who? Silence. Orange who? He hollered again. Without warning, the line of clothes thumped to the ground like a huge stuffed animal falling from the sky. Then he heard a sudden scream that was cut surprisingly short. And we will continue on Monday with The Dust, Chapter 6.